Hi, my name is Sally and welcome to Heart of a Soul. This is my first video, so I thought I'd give you a little introduction, tell you about myself and what to expect from my channel. Recently, God has really put it on my heart to share a little bit about myself and my story because He's also brought a number of girls into my life that I realize don't have some of the resources or mentors or somebody to show them where to find what they're looking for. And those are some of the things that I didn't have growing up. So I'm hoping that I could be that resource for you guys. So a little bit about myself is I'm a single mother of 4 beautiful children, a kitchen and bath designer, but I have been through some things, and those are the things that I want to share with you, because we all have a story, we all have a journey, we have things that we need to go through to be able to get to where we're going and be that better person that we know we are inside. So to tell you a little bit more about myself and my story is I was born to a single mother. She had my brother already, and before I was born we were abandoned by my father. So I tell people that I was born with a broken heart. But most of my earlier childhood wasn't that too traumatic. My mom married my stepdad when I was 2, and he's the only father that I've ever known, and I love and appreciate him. And I remember having, what we needed. We had food, we had shelter, we had clothes, we went to church. And now that I look back, I know my parents struggled. They were young and they had 4 kids, and they were just trying to survive. But by the time I was 8, I was being molested a couple of times a year for at least the next 6 years. When I was 13, I started acting out. I started hanging around the wrong crowd, smoking weed, cutting school. And when I was 16, I got pregnant with my first son, and his father was 23. I had a few more toxic relationships after that, up until the age of 24, when I met a man that I thought that he was my ticket out. He came from a decent family. He lived in a nice neighborhood that was nicer than mine. But it took me 11 years to figure out he was a narcissist. So most of our relationship was a struggle. It was constant fighting, very toxic. There was hardly anything healthy about it. When I turned 30 and I was pregnant with my 4th child, I had my first panic attack, and I thought me and my baby were gonna die. I knew that I needed to change. I needed to change something. I was mad at the world, and my kids were suffering for it, and that was not fair to them at all. So I started going to counseling, and I started praying. I called out to God and told him I know that this life wasn't for me, that I needed to get out, and I needed to save myself so that I could save my children. Sorry. So that's what I did. And I kept at it for years and years and years, and every day I felt a little bit better, and every day was a struggle though. You just got to keep at it. You got to keep looking, keep your eyes set on that bigger picture, that you in that place where you belong. And I believe that that's the only way that I was able to put myself through college, working part-time, taking care of my kids, and years went by, but I was patient. And the time finally came. After 14 years of being with him, I made one of the hardest decisions that I ever made, and leaving him and breaking up my family and wondering if my kids were gonna hate me. But I did it. I did it for them, whether they're gonna understand that or not. But now, a year later, I am working on certificates to advance in my career. I started this channel, and I'm helping my kids with their virtual learning, and so everybody's learning and everybody's advancing, and I'm here to really encourage you to do the same thing. My oldest son is in his last year of college. He is well on his way to doing big things himself, and my other 3 children are still under the age of 13, so I have a lot of work to do with them. But I got my game face on and I'm ready. But I just love my children so much, and they are my motivation and my inspiration, and they really are my teachers. And some of the lessons that they taught me and some of the lessons that God has taught me, I really want to share them with you guys. And I know everybody's story is different, and so I don't want you to do what I do, but I'm really here to encourage to find what works for you. Some of the things that I'm going to be sharing is a little bit about my story. Then I'll tell you the lesson that I learned and the lesson that God had put before me and what I did to overcome them. We're going to be talking about breaking generational curses, finding our higher purpose, learning how to be resourceful, setting goals, overcoming anxiety, forgiving ourselves and others, and a little bit of health and beauty. And it's really about taking care of yourself on the inside, and it'll start to show on the outside. These are just a few of the things that I had to learn along my journey. Like I said, I left religion a long time ago, but I found my spirituality, and I will refer to God, but it's really whatever higher power you want to call on, even if it's yourself. And everybody's story will be different, like I said, and I just really encourage you to find your own way and what works for you, and know that it can be done. Sorry, got my notes. Yes, I pray, I meditate, I do yoga, I work out, and I'm about 85% vegan. I'm trying, I'm human. It's a process. But I also do love God, like I said, and I hold him in the highest regard, but I do cuss a little, so consider this your warning. And I know some of my videos are not going to sit well with others, with some people, and it doesn't bother me much. I hope that you leave positively, and we don't, even though we're all connected, we don't have to do it together. But I'm not here to push religion on you or even spirituality. I'm not here to talk about how to get your man back, or I don't have tips and tricks for your relationship. I'm going to be talking about pain and anger and abuse. And I'm not a candy maker, so I ain't here to sugarcoat shit. Because we live real lives. We have real problems, and how we let them affect us is really our choice. And we have to know that we are bigger and better than all these situations. Even if you ever felt like you didn't fit in, or people didn't understand what you were talking about and they just looked at you like you were crazy, then this might be the channel that this might be the channel for you. I have an idea of what this is going to look like. I really don't know how it's going to evolve, but I pray that you are there with us. So that's my story. That's what you can expect from me. So please like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below. Let me know how you guys are feeling today, and let's talk about some things, some real shit, right? Because we're gonna get through this, because we have that power. We're strong, beautiful women, and there's power in numbers. So let's support each other, encourage each other. Please don't leave any negativity. I plan on making a video or two a week, so let's see how that goes, and I hope to see you on the next one.